Today for the Bitcoin price. Guys, what if I told you that the first steps of the next up and coming 30 to 50% move for Bitcoin are going to take place within the next 72 hours? We are talking about the 30 to 50,000 US dollar move. And I will be talking about when this crazy pattern is going to break within the next 72 hours. But more importantly, in what direction are we going to break out to? What is the entry position? What is the exit position? Is Bitcoin going to go higher or make this move towards the downside? All of these things are things I'm going to talk about today. I will show you my old trades and also a brand new trade, a legendary trade I want to potentially put in to play this volatile move for Bitcoin. I will be talking about all of that, so make sure you get ready until the end of the video. Watch it until the very end. Smash up the like button, and very important, if you are new to this channel, guys, we are not only the most supportive, the most lovely, but also the most profitable community in the world. Join the MMCrypto family right now. Press the subscription button, press the bell, and press on all to make the next Bitcoin candle as big as the Burj Khalifa, and please let it be green. Let's talk about that. Let me go here into the charts, and we are starting actually now for the first time since a long time on the daily candles for the Bitcoin price. Let me auto scale this. And what you can see here, this pattern, I was talking about that before. Basically, the bottom of this trend line is the beginning of this pattern, where I can see the first touch point actually happening in the mid of December before we broke towards the all-time high. And right now Bitcoin is bouncing between support and resistance, and with the third touch point we finally legitimized here the upward sloping trend line, and now we are seeing this rising wedge for Bitcoin. And you do remember, guys, you know the deal. Rising wedges usually are bearish patterns because they have a higher likelihood to break towards the downside. However, we are in an uptrend for Bitcoin, and that would basically break the trend, the target of that pattern, and the trend is your friend until the end. So now we are in that discrepancy, and we don't really know what should we expect here. Should we expect the move to be towards the upside or towards the downside? And this is something I actually want to be talking about right now. So what you can see here is this rising wedge for Bitcoin. The breakdown target would actually be, believe it or not, all the way down here at 17,000. Do I think that we are going to reach it? And wait with me until the very end. I want to show you the framework, how to play this and what to expect for Bitcoin. So should we expect this break to be actually towards the downside? Well, let me show you this. First of all, this break towards the downside would be an incredible 70% downwards move. This would equal a bear market, definitely. It breaks the trend on the weekly, even on the monthly, it breaks the trend. This would be the start of the bear market. Not if we break it, but if we, of course, reach this price target, that would be a concluded bear market. Why do I think that this is not going to happen? I'm not saying that the breakdown is not going to happen. I'm saying that this price target is not going to happen. First of all, we have significant support at the 50,000 US dollar level, which is also in alignment with the Fibonacci support. Then the most support we actually have here at the $35,000 level, which is actually $33,000 level, which is the level Elon Musk actually joined Bitcoin. Let me zoom in a little bit more. And what you can see, it is also the point of control if you only take the pattern into consideration. The point of control is the area where the most volume was traded within this specific pattern, and that was during the Elon Musk pump, where many institutions went in. So of course we have a lot of confidence actually in the market, legitimized by this big person actually joining the space. So my personal worst case scenario would be actually the 33,000 US dollar level, even though I think not even this would be reached here in case of a breakdown. But now let me tell you this, for these rising wedges, Bitcoin specifically in bull markets, actually historically, the last rising wedges on lower time frames, they all broke towards the downside with an exception of two, which were within very small time frames here within these downtrends. And also, guys, if you're going on the daily candles, I personally think that in a bull market, if the narrative of the bull market holds, the bottom of the EMA daily ribbon should actually hold. That would be a 48% for 48,000 US dollar level. And the last resort, and this is like, I put my hands nearly in the fire for that. I don't want to guarantee anything. The worst case would be, and stick with me for my most likely case here, the 40,000, because the upper line of the ribbon is the 20-week EMA. And the 20-week EMA, as you remember, in bull markets, this is the 2017 bull market. We are touching it time and time again, but eventually always bouncing it towards the upside and breaking higher. And I was there back in the days. I remember in these these multi-week downtrends, people were crying. They said it's the end of the bear market, and it was never the end of the bear market until we eventually broke the 20-week EMA. And I think it is also not the end of the bull market until we are eventually breaking it. I don't think the bull market is over. That's why 40,000 my worst case scenario here. But let me quickly go back into the 4-hourly candles and diminish the ribbon here. So right now you can see Bitcoin is actually always bouncing here, and we are fighting with that. So I don't consider this to be broken unless we are having a daily, maybe even a weekly close below the pattern. And if this one would be breaking towards the upside, I would put in a significant, massive trade, but not right now, only if we break this triangle. I wouldn't put it in here. You could actually play within the pattern where we have the symmetrical triangle, which didn't break yet. If we are breaking that towards the upside, well, I would put in probably after confirmation among the 59,000 US dollar levels, and then trade it all the way up to the price target at 66,000 US dollars. But the real trade actually occurs when we are breaking this rising wedge towards the upside. And there we also need the confirmation. And once we are breaking above the rejection point, and I would enter above the 67,000 US dollar level with breaking above the rejection point, with confirming the previous resistance as new support, and then I would wait for the volume, which hopefully finally comes in, and trade this here and close it all the way towards the upside. And let me show you the percentage gain of that move would be 26% from the entry price. But if you're already trading if you're already trading this symmetrical triangle, then we would actually be talking about like a 40% increase and a 25,000 US dollar move from here towards the upside in that specific bullish scenario. So now the question is, what do I personally think? Are we going to break towards the upside or towards the downside? For the break, I cannot tell you guys. It's possible that we are just faking out creating liquidity. Remember what I was telling you yesterday with these OTC news, actually the OTC markets being dried up. Make sure you watch the video if you didn't watch it already. It's a 4-minute video where I'm giving you crazy insider news about the OTC market. And institutions are buying right now on the OTC market, and they need these liquidity events. The last few days with Bitcoin floating around and people selling their stack were a blessing for them. They need that, otherwise they have to go to centralized exchanges to go in. So the market is creating that to bring the money from the from the weak hands to the strong hands, but more importantly from the dumb money who is panic selling, who is joining on the top, selling on the bottom, to the smart money. So I don't want to be shaken out by that. I think that these liquidity events are created. We saw a liquidity event over here, right there, and it is actually happening right now here, and I don't want to be a victim of that. So I personally think even though we would be breaking down, it's only really confirmed with a weekly close below. And I personally think that the upwards trajectory of Bitcoin is going to continue, and we are eventually going to break out and reach the price targets of 67,000 US dollars, which I mentioned before, but eventually also the measured move price target of this specific rising wedge breakout, which is even above the 81,000 US dollar levels. Let me know what you think about that. And also, if you want to be trading that, well, first of all, welcome to the MMCrypto family, because I got you guys. I got you. In the pinned comment down below, you will get 700 US dollars for free after clicking these links. Making your account takes 15 seconds. Then after your deposit, you will get 700 US dollars for free combined on these exchanges. And you can trade the upcoming volatility by only using the bonus. And the nice thing about that is, if you already used our link, you will be eligible for all the next future bonuses as well, which are individually given to us as an affiliate of these platforms. So you are always eligible for the highest bonuses over there. Go down to the pinned comment and make sure to take advantage of that, only in case you are an experienced trader. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. Crazy times are about to come, guys. This is for sure. This is a 3-month pattern, which is finally about to break very, very soon. I can already smell it breaking. So let's wait and see what happens there. Thank you so much for watching until the very end. And as always, guys, bye-bye.